mom all. We made a coloring page of her on a horse, and all that good stuff, and she was just having mama withdrawals. So, anyways, she's with me today. All right. So, I just wanted to bring up the dinner that we're having on September 26th. I want to make sure that you guys are aware that dinner is coming very soon. If you have not seen it, it is on our webpage. It is going to be September 26th. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. and dinner will be served hopefully by 6 p.m. So I wanted to make sure you guys are aware of that. So make sure that you attend the dinner. It is $40 a seat and $320 a table. So when you're on TexasChildren'sMuseum.org, you will see these buttons, and these buttons, isn't that cute? These buttons, you'll see this one, it has Charlie on it, and it says reserve a seat. And again, these seats are $40, so you can do that at TexasChildren'sMuseum.org, or you can do reserve a table. Hold on just a minute, hold on. Okay guys, we're a little wonky here. Hold on just a minute. You can reserve a table for $320. So make sure that if you want to reserve a table, if your business wants to do that, you can do that right there by hitting that button. Damn, my computer is something wonky. So I want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. And I have gone by different places around Johnson County, different businesses and organizations to make sure I dropped off this invitation. It is the invitation to our dinner, and they look like this. So if you receive one of these, please make sure to reach out to us and reserve your table or your seat for Texas Children's Museum. When your business gives to Texas Children's Museum, you will be mentioned on all of our social media platforms. That means TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, True Social, YouTube, and Lemonade. So all these you will be mentioned on for sure. So make sure that when you get on there, we'll make sure that your business comes front and forward on all of these social media sites. Next, where do I give a donation at? You can give a donation at TexasChildren'sMuseum.org. Hold on here. I'm going to move this over because she's going to keep doing this. So I can move this over. You can do that at Southside Bank. Right there is Southside Bank in Cleveland, Texas. It's on Henderson Street. So make sure you stop by Southside Bank in Cleveland, Texas, and you can make a donation there to our building fund. So there you go. So make sure you can make a donation to our building fund. Or you can make a donation, like I said, to TexasChildren'sMuseum.org. All right, so it's back to school. Everyone's like, are you open when it's back to school? Yes, we are open. We are open right now Wednesday and Thursday from 11 to 5, Friday and Saturday from 10 to 6. This is the time for all you guys with the ones that are not in school, the younger siblings, younger kids, to get into the museum. It is not crowded. Today is a very slow, dead day, but I figured it would be because it's the second day of back to school here in Johnson County for a lot of kids. So I knew it was going to be a busy one. So I knew we probably wouldn't have many visitors. Come on down. We're going to go. No, we need that one. Sorry, my granddaughter's here with me today. So she is trying to play with the mics and everything. All right. So the next thing is our birthday parties. I've had some phone calls about our birthday parties and people wanting to know about our birthday parties once again. So what do you have to do to book a birthday party? All you have to do is you can text me or call me at 817-729-5351, and it's a $25 non-refundable deposit that holds 2 tables for 1 hour. Okay? Those party times start on Friday and Saturdays from 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 4 to 5. Now, with that being said, why our blocks? Because if you can keep your kids at that table for, let's say, like 30 minutes, you're doing great, because kids, when they see the slides and the Barbie room and the Hot Wheels room and everything else, they don't want to sit at that birthday table. I mean, honest with you, it's really hard to get them to sit at that table when there's so much in the museum for them to do. So, yeah, sorry about the background. My granddaughter is taking all the fans and putting them over here, one by one. All right. So it's $25 non-refundable deposit. That does get you the 2 tables for 1 hour, and the rest of the time in the facility. We are the cheapest in the state, Texas, I believe now. Parties have become outrageous at different places. I am shocked at moms telling me how much the parties are running them, and they say we just can't afford it with school supplies, schools in session, all the stuff we have to do, lunches, and otherwise gas back and forth, shopping and getting groceries. We cannot afford these parties like this, especially during the school year. So I want you guys to remember that it is a $25 deposit, and then you get the rest of the facility now until we close. So let's say you book a party on a Saturday. Excuse me, you book a party on a Saturday. Let's say that party is from 11 to 12. Hold on. You can hear her, huh?
I'm checking if she can pick up more than you are. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. You want me to move the mic?
Yeah. Pretty close to you.
I can move the mic. Yeah. Is that better, Nathaniel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's say that you have a party from 11 to 12 p.m. Let's say you have that. Okay, you have that party from 11 to 12. That means that you don't only have that time. The kids and you guys can stay in the facility in the museum until we close our doors at 6 p.m. It's an all-day thing. You can bring your cake, your food, all that good stuff. The only things I ask for is tabletop decorations only. No hanging decorations. Can you have balloons around your table? Absolutely. I don't mind at all. No tabletop grills, electric skillets, or crock pots. And absolutely, yes, I have to say that.
And no alcoholic drinks.
Yeah, no alcoholic drinks. It is a kid's birthday party, so please no alcoholic beverages in the museum. Can't believe I have to say that, but I do. All food and drinks must stay at the table. We do not want you carrying your food and drinks. This is Texas. I don't know whether, a lot of you that's come from different states, we have these things called fire ants, and fire ants are for real. And I want to make sure that we don't get any of those in the building. And we also have these little black ants. I call them sugar ants. I want to make sure they do not come into the building. So food needs to stay in that area on the tile floor. So if anything falls, it's easy to sweep up and mop at the end of the night. That would be so great if you guys could keep all the food and drinks in that area and not beyond that area. The rest of the areas are carpeted, so I don't want food to go into the carpeted areas, so I don't want any spillage or anything, so everything must stay there. Adults, that does not mean that you can't take your drink with you. If it is a water bottle like this, I don't care, that's fine. If it is in one of those great big steel containers, what are those called? Anyway, a big thermos type cups. If they're in that, I don't care. You guys could take them to the museum. That is not a problem. I had someone ask me the other day, well, I seen your sign says no food or drinks beyond this point. If you're an adult and you have what I call the adult sippy cups, honestly, that's what I'm calling them. And I'm the first one to say, yeah, I need one of those because I do have one. But yeah, it keeps everything cold forever, but hot forever. But yeah, those are fine. I don't mind those for the museum. I don't have a problem with you doing it. Your adults, great. If you have a kid and they have a water bottle with them with a lid, and you put the lid back on it through the museum as a water, that's fine. I'm saying no sugary sodas, sweet teas, fruit juices through the rest of the museum. We don't want to draw any ants into the building. Okay, I've worked very hard this year, especially.
One more thing I want to add to this.
What's
This is
that?
a bit ridiculous, but we've had this as a recurring issue. Do not pour any drinks in the cups in the kitchen area.
Oh my gosh, that was a new one on us this time. Someone, of course we do not know who, actually took drinks into our little pretend kitchen area and filled the cups. Please do not do that. It is pretend. I know you like to bring things to live action, but you do not have to do that in that room. It makes a mess. That was a mess to clean up. So I ask that you do not do that. Your kids need to be taught to pretend. I actually did have that happen with a grandparent not too long ago who brought in her grandchildren, and I'm not kidding you, they went into the kitchen area and they said, Grandma, where's the buttons? And she said, what buttons? And they said, well, the buttons to make stuff happen. And they were like, she was like, no, you make it happen. So so then she came to me later, and she said, I didn't realize how much this place was needed until right now. Her grandkids spend a lot of times on screens. And because they're on screens, it seems like they've lost the ability to know how to pretend and play. And that's concerning because you have to be able to have your own thought processes. So make sure to bring your kids in and spend some time with them here at Texas Children's Museum. Get outside in your backyard when it's not 100 degrees in Texas.
Wait until September, maybe.
Yeah, wait till latter September. I'm hoping for a cool down in September. We are still in August. It's only August 13th, and I know it's been.
Next cool down is near the end of August.
Yeah, it's just been so
I can
incredibly
check
hot.
exactly when.
I mean, we're blessed. We're blessed in Texas pretty much through May and June.
Oh,
July
absolutely.
wasn't that bad. I was like, oh, praise God.
That's surprising.
But surprisingly, and here we are in August, and bam, we are hit with heat. But yeah, so book those birthday parties. I had someone say, well, I see where you can book them online for the $25 non-refundable deposit. Does that go towards my party cost? No, it does not. That is saying, hey, I'm serious. I'm going to have my party there because we want to make sure everybody gets a chance to have a table reserved. That's nothing compared to these other facilities that are charging $300 and $400 for one party. It is $12 a child. Now you can cut that up. Like you can say, okay, I'm going to pay for this many kids. This is a list of children I invited. Leave that list at the front desk with me or my husband. We will make sure we honor your list. And if someone else comes in, they're like, this is my kid. Okay, if that kid is not on this list, they must pay for that child who's entering. I will be the bad guy. That is not a problem at all. I've done it many, many times. I don't find it an issue. I've never had anybody say, oh no, they're paying. I've never had that kind of issue, so not a problem. I would also state that on your invitation. When you're taking out your invitation, that people will put on there, I'm paying for these kids. Or if you're going to pay for everybody, if you're going to be generous and be like, hey, I'm paying for everybody, that's fine. Now, if you have some parents that are coming or grandparents, there's a lot of grandparents raising grandchildren. I've seen a lot more of that. So if you come with your grandkids, your kids, and you're like on WIC or you're on SNAP benefits, remember, you do get a huge discount. It's $5 a child with that. If you get into the museum, we are part of the Museum for All program. So make sure you take advantage of that so that that will help you with your party costs as well, especially those that may be on SNAP or WIC program. So yeah, I really want you to take advantage of that. Okay, next, it's back to school. It is back to school. Everything is starting to slow down. I've already gotten to redo the Barbie area a little bit and gotten it where it looks a lot better. Still need to figure out a way to attach all my shelving units in there. Excuse me.
They're getting screwed down.
You can't screw down those kind of shelving units that are good in there now. But I think I may attach them with zip ties. And attach them all the way to the bars. Yeah. Y'all know the top of shelves where it has the buckets and then it's on like steel bars. So I think I'm going to put drill holes through each one and zip tie them all together and zip tie them to the pole. That way they cannot be taken. I think that's probably a really great
So just like I said would happen
Yeah.
about last week when you changed it.
Yeah, I did change it last week because we needed more and it gave us 16 shelves instead of just like the 4 or 5 because Barbie has so much. The Barbie room is overloaded with product. So I need to make sure there's everything in there. And I did go through it and parents, I did separate it. So the Barbie clothes are on one thing, the Barbie shoes are on one thing. So everything that was broken, damaged is out of there and gone. I sifted through everything. Back to school is right now, so like I said, today is a very dead day. It's very quiet here at the museum. Today would have been a perfect day to bring the kids out because literally you'd have the place to yourselves. It is slow. But I've heard from other indoor playgrounds and from friends who work at the zoo, and they're like, yeah, it's dead. They're like, it's so dead. They're like, there's nobody. They're like, we're just trying to find things to do. I said, oh my gosh, like, yeah, just trying to find stuff to do. We've already done everything. So now at this time of afternoon, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, they're trying to find things to do.
Yeah.
That's how dead it is.
You get a lot of
But,
downtime during
yeah.
the opening of school.
Yeah.
Because people are adapting to their new
They're
schedules.
adapting to the schedules, and I understand you guys are adapting to schedules. It's hard to get on those schedules the first week of school, first 2 weeks actually,
Wow.
getting into those schedules and saying, okay, this is when little Jane or Bobby Sue or whoever's going to get up at, 6:30 in the morning, get her breakfast, get her fed, get them to school, go pick them up. And still, you may have other children that are with you. And yeah, I had 4. I understand what it's like. I had to visit 3 schools one year to get everybody picked up, which was insane. I had to go to the elementary, the junior high, the high school. So it was insane to get to all those schools. So I was in traffic. And I started the youngest ones first, then go to the junior high, sit in that line. And I got smart. I would find somewhere that either was across from the junior high, down a couple ways, and have my kids walk to where I was at. Same thing with high school. High school was the best thing to say, hey, I'm going to park in the church parking lot across the street, walk over there, and then I could get out much easier. So I know you guys are kind of trying to figure out your best way to make your situation with drop-off and pickups and all that stuff going for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I know that for the next 2 weeks, Texas Children's will probably be a little bit quiet. That's fine. We're using this time to get some stuff done that needed to be updated and done. That is what we do here. When we are slow like this, we do things in the museum that need to be like taken care of, updated.
Yeah.
Go through things. It gives us the time to say, hey, this doesn't look too good. Let's take it out. Washing extra stuff. Just going through shelving, going through all of our products in the back and seeing what we have, what we don't have, what we need, what we don't need. That's what we do on these days that are extremely slow.
And these days a restock run too as
Yeah.
well, so we're going to be doing that.
Yeah, and restocking. That's a great time to do that.
To check as soon as we end this. I promise I'm going to take a lunch break first, and then I'll go ahead and check stock.
Yeah.
Because we got plenty of downtime right now.
That is for sure. We have plenty of downtime right now. And my little thing went crazy. It did something weird. There we go. Okay. What is this? It keeps coming up. Huh. Weird. Got some stuff coming up on my computer. I have no idea.
Windows 11, everyone.
Windows 11.
We love Windows 11. We love Windows 11. The worst operating system ever.
Yeah, ever since it went to this Windows 11 and did this update, it is pop up screens. And I hate it.
No, it's actually Win 10, never mind.
Yeah. Well,
It's Win 10. But
Okay.
still, Windows, everyone.
yeah, it keeps popping up. It did an
We
update.
love OS Monopoly.
Yeah, it's driving me absolutely nuts. So, yeah.
Yeah, we care not too much about that.
All right, so remember to get your table for Texas Children's Museum. Representative Kerwin, thank you. She says she's going to make sure to book a table. She was here on Monday. It was great seeing her. She gave a great speech for Texas Children's Museum. I will make sure to also put that on TikTok as well. I'm going to share some of that speech here and there so that you guys can see it. I think that's about it. Like I said, it's a very slow day here. I'm going to go get some grant work done and see what I can catch up on grants. Some lunch. And I'll be leaving early today to go to Sam's Club. Today's Sam's Club run.
Yeah, restock run, like I said earlier. The
It's
restock
Sam's
run.
Club. Every Thursday we go to Sam's Club. Why? Because our tortoises go through a lot of food. So we go up there to restock our tortoise food. So I'll
And
be
for
getting,
some gift shop stock sometimes.
yeah, and some gift shop stock, that's for sure. All right, so I'm going to be going through all of that and having my son go through the gift shop after lunch and seeing what we need, what we don't need, what sold this time, during summer, what did not sell. We'll take stock of all that. Our soccer pool is open.
Oh, yeah.
You guys that don't know, the soccer pool is open. It is so great for all the older kids to be able to come in. I had one little girl who came in yesterday after school. It was like 3:20, 3:30, and she ran in with her, I'm guessing granddad, and he said, okay, you're open till 5, right? And I said, yeah. He goes, I promised her after school she could come here and play for a little bit. So she was really excited. She ran in the door, and it was really sweet. She said, the soccer pool's done, the soccer pool's done. So, yeah, so it is finished. It looks great. The basketball throw area, it's done. It's open. So this Saturday, if you're not doing anything, this Friday, if kids are out after school or, you want to come by. Soccer pool is open, basketball throw area is open, all those are ready to go.
And then they moved the the old soccer pool door that we had right behind me.
Yeah, it's over here in the YouTube studio, so it's out of the way. Yeah, so I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else I can think of, but I will be posting some videos, like I said, on the TikTok, and probably some YouTube shorts of Helen Kerwin here at Texas Children's Museum. I think it would be a great thing to do. I'll probably need to
I mean, I could like go on another topic I have on mine. I have one topic on mine if you want to do that again.
What's that?
There was this one area we had to keep fixing up, and we eventually just scrapped the entire thing altogether. Do you remember the cup stacking
Oh my
area?
gosh. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So it was probably one of the, I'll be honest, one of the worst areas we've ever had.
Yeah. Kids did like the cup stacking, especially when that was a thing for a while. And then it just kind of died down, so we took it down.
Yeah.
It was a lot to take care of.
No, it wasn't just that it died down. It's that we tried to adapt it into a secondary area with the airplane
Yeah,
launchers, which is
we
still,
did.
the airplane launchers table is still there.
Yeah, but it's changed to the Barbie
Yeah.
head table. Yeah. And
It's
we
not on the
lowered it.
table.
We did lower it. That table's been lowered. You notice?
Yeah.
We have a Barbie
Yeah.
table where they're, the Barbie heads where you can brush their hair. We
Yeah, it's
actually
not on the
lowered
table.
it down, styling table, so we lowered it down. It used to be the airplane launcher table. That's one thing that Grandpa said when he came in here. He goes, the reason I love you guys is because other museums, like Fort Worth and other ones, he goes, other children's museums, he goes, they do something and they stay the absolute same. He goes, and they never change it. Once it's done, even if it's a huge update, it stays forever, and they never change it. It's the same thing. He goes, you guys, every time I come in, there's something new, something different. He goes, even in your STEM area, it changes out.
Yeah.
He goes, I went in there today, and there was different stuff in there for the kids. I said, yeah,
I
we do
think
that.
I got one more of the Minecraft blocks though.
Yeah. The Minecraft blocks are actually a big
Those
hit.
were pretty fun, yeah.
I was surprised. I was
They're
like,
magnetic, they're easy to use, easy to stick, and they're in the higher area so kids can't reach them. And
yeah, they're in the older kids area, in the STEM area. And I mean, they went over really, really well. Oh, shout out to Texas, New Mexico Power. Thank you for coming here on Monday. That was amazing.
yeah,
Thank you to Nate Sheets,
representative.
representatives who came in as well. We appreciate you guys so much. That was a blessing, a real blessing. Thank you to the Autism Foundation there in Burleson for them coming here on Monday. That was great. Thank you to Lifewise Academy for coming in on Monday. That was also awesome. Thank you for Chamber of Commerce, people in Texas for coming in. Appreciate you guys so much. There's just so much people who
Yeah.
came in. We appreciate you so
HTO.
HTO, thank you HTO
Yeah.
for coming in and serving tea on Monday. We appreciate you so much. That was amazing, and thank you for doing the dinner on the 26th. And thank you to HTO for doing, HTO is doing the dinner on the 26th, and thank you to Chicken Express for doing the dinner on the 26th, because I've had some moms who are like, I'm going to make this for my kid as well. I'm going to, have them dress up and come to the dinner as well. She's, I don't care for $40 a seat. It's a great time for my kid to learn how to give back to the community. And someone was shocked. I went to Wagner to outreach to them, and they were shocked that that kids bring in old Barbies, stuff when they grow up. They're done playing with it. Gently used stuff like that. The Army area, the Army men, just all that. They were stunned that kids bring in stuff like they do all the time. Kids do it every day. Like I have that 13-year-old girl who's like,
Yep.
I'm done playing with this stuff. I wanted to go to the museum where I enjoy it so other kids can enjoy it as much as I do.
Just like Toy Story 3.
It's like Toy Story 3 around
Except,
here
you know,
every day.
Without the scary, you see, them almost going into a, what is it? Oh, not a trash compactor. It's the fire thing.
The fire thing. Did you see the latest? Incinerator.
No, I haven't.
The latest
I
Toy
haven't
Story.
even seen 4 yet.
Oh my gosh, the latest one's like Story 5, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, the latest one me and your dad went to see was Severa. We took our granddaughter to see it. And they were showing all these kids on screens and how it's taking them away from imagination and playing and how detrimental it is. And me and my husband both sat up, looked at each other in the theater, and we both went, is this an actual advertisement for Texas Children's Museum? Because this is a great one coming right from Toy Story 5. Because it is
It's a
detrimental.
little bit based on like, hey,
go get for some kids actually go and play with the toys and buy more toys from Disney.
Yeah,
Which,
we
I
want you
don't
guys.
care. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's a fine message. Even if you guys
It's
are
a
really
great message.
expensive.
Yeah, yeah, Disney is expensive. Disney's very expensive.
Yeah.
It's just really high. I don't know why.
I remember we used to go to this Disney outlet shop.
There's a new amusement park that's opening up in Austin, Texas, too.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Did
that.
you hear about that? It's a big one.
It was the Universal one, right?
No,
No.
no, totally different.
Okay.
The rules are fantastic. I love the rules.
Like,
All about the rules.
well, we
Around
gotta
one.
visit when it's
Yeah, I want to
cooler.
visit. I want to visit when it's cooler and when they open. They're hoping to open by 2026. So the end of 2026, beginning of 2027.
Okay.
So I'm waiting to see if that happens, and I'm going to go to Austin and go down there. So.
Yeah. No, I'm down to come with.
I need to go to state capitol anyway. They want me to come in there and talk to a few of our Texas leaders.
You
Because
don't
everyone
have
is
to do
always
that.
shocked that we have Texas Children's Museum and it's not government funded. We don't have the big government dollars in this building. So.
It's not government funded, but we've reached out to more government people than you can imagine.
Yeah, that's what gets me is we have all the government officials who are friends with us, who love us, who are reaching out saying, hey, we want to help in some way. We know you're not government funded, but there's got to be something we can do to help you get the word out about this place. So, yeah, it's been amazing. That's for sure. All right, well, you guys on YouTube, have a
Okay.
blessed and wonderful day. Remember, we are open tomorrow from 10 to 6. It's Friday, and 10 to 6 on Saturday. Yes, I will be coming back with another YouTube video tomorrow and again on Saturday. So if you would like to have your kids come on Saturday, remember all you do is go out front of the YouTube studio and get one of those forms and fill it out. I do want to thank, I have a thank you I need to do really quickly to Worth Credit Union for donating $250 to Texas Children's Museum. They did that, and I have another one, which I haven't made yet, but I want to give a great big shout out and thank you to JP Morgan. JP Morgan, thank you for giving $1,000 to Texas Children's Museum. We appreciate you so much and looking forward to having you at the dinner. Can't wait to see you guys there. Thank you again, JP Morgan. That was a big one. We appreciate you. Thank you to the Refuge Church for booking the table. And thank you to the Autism Center, the ADA Center in Burleson, Texas, for also getting ready to book a table. We appreciate you so much. And thank you, Helen Kerwin, for booking the table. Representative Helen Kerwin for Texas, we appreciate you for also booking the table. Can't wait to see who you bring with you. All right, have a blessed and wonderful day, and I will come back to you soon. Bye, guys. And end.